Africa, especially here in Ghana, is largely cash-based, whilst the UK is predominantly cashless. So today, we are having a real conversation with someone who lives in both worlds about how to manage money in both countries and the lessons we can all learn to better manage our finances. I am iamBosoka, and today we have in the studio my longtime friend, Mause Bankers, who has lived in the UK for 14 years after working with the leading audit and consulting firm in the world, Deloitte and Touche. Can you tell us, your other sources of income whilst you were in Ghana?
Oh, whilst I was in Ghana, I wasn't doing anything on the side for extra money. Maybe now with hindsight, maybe I should have been doing something, but mainly I was depending on my salary.
Okay, so you were dependent virtually on salary.
Yeah, that's what I was using for all my rounds and for my party.
I see. So do you say your financial mindset has changed since relocating to the UK?
Oh yeah, I would say so.
In what way?
Okay, now as I was saying, I would like to do things aside, just depending on one source of income, like this work. Yeah.
When you were in Ghana,
how
did you typically receive and spend your money?
Oh, typically, payments were made to the bank directly, and then for any expenses, you withdraw the money and then use it. Because back then, there were not a lot of online like platforms where you could do transactions, cashless transactions. So most of it you have to withdraw from the bank, or maybe go in there and do transfers if the need be. Yeah, and then also we used to receive some of it by cash as well every week.
Which part of the money have you been receiving through cash? Because salary is paid through your bank account.
Additional expenses that come with the work, like traveling to client offices and things like that, which under normal circumstances you wouldn't have to do. Yeah, so we used to get reimbursed via cash in the office.
Okay, so how is that cash managed? Because since it's cash.
Oh, that cash most of the time, what do you call it? When we got it, including yourself, we used to spend it over the weekend. And on the Friday.
Including myself?
Yes.
I don't
Well, you want to deny?
I see.
Where you used to buy chichinga and things.
I see. I don't really remember the chichinga aspect. I mean, now you are in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think you receive any of your payments through cash.
No. Most of it, what do you call it, is online. It's a cashless this in transaction.
So there's a record. If you say most of it,
100% of it comes just via bank transfer.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's nothing in terms of being paid cash.
Whilst still in Ghana, then do you use budget? For instance, we go to client office.
Yeah.
We audit clients.
Yeah.
We ask for information. I remember one of the key information that we normally ask for is their budget. For the year or even for the following year. But you personally, do you use budget?
Was I budgeting at the time
for your
for
your finances?
Okay, maybe I was not doing it strictly. Yeah, maybe I just like have an idea, raw figure that okay, maybe I want to spend this, I want to do this, but not really doing it like strictly, like sit down and really put pen to paper and then I wasn't doing that.
So what about the recording of what you spend your money on?
Yeah, at the time, because most of the transactions are in cash. The only thing is I just have a rough idea as to what you spend the money on. So the ones that will really stand out is maybe the major ones. That that maybe you bought let's say a television, you did this, you did that. Yeah, so those key ones, you have a rough idea. But the other small ones, it becomes difficult for you to tell exactly what you spent, to get an accurate picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you? So those time,
Yeah.
were you also part of those people who always complain that like I just took this money, but I don't know where the money is gone to.
No, I
Those
didn't
people that
because I
complain
know where
that there's there's a hole in their pocket that anytime they put money in their pocket, they can't
vanishes.
they can't find the money.
No. You know that you spent it, so that's it. It did not vanish.
Yeah,
Unless maybe you go and look in your account and you see that there's something that's not supposed to.
Yeah, because I know those times most of the people say, "Oh, like I was just having this money right now, like, but I don't know where the money is gone to."
Yeah.
When we actually spend the money, but we complain.
But the reason is that, as I was saying, those small transactions, maybe something that is not key to stand out because you're not recording and keeping track. So that's how come you question yourself that, how did I spend all this money? Maybe let's say you receive, let's say 10,000 and you said, you spent a lot of the money, and then you're beginning to question that, how did you spend all the money? Like when you take out the key stuff that you might have spent this, and then you realize that the rest you can't accurately account for it.
But even sometimes some of the key ones too, we don't really know the amount that we spend because one, we hardly keep the receipt.
Yeah. But then like you have a rough figure. So maybe if it's this, and you say, maybe around 10, around something. And especially maybe if you just withdrew that amount for that specific product, then you will know that, let's say if it costs 10,000 and you took the 10,000 and you went to use pay for the thing. Yeah, then you know from your statement that, okay, the 10,000 was for the TV that you listened. So that one, at least you have a rough idea. Maybe it might not be accurate, but then to give you like a rough idea. Yeah. But then there's the other ones that you cannot really pinpoint, especially when time passes. That's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Oh, you might not remember what you used exactly.
Yeah. So is there any month whilst you were in Ghana that you finished spending your salary before the month end?
None that I can recollect. No, I don't think, because we were always getting those monies on the Fridays. So at least you always
have.
Yeah. Because I can't remember any maybe major or something that maybe I might have spent this in overboard. Because back then, okay, I don't know, you have to agree on an overdraft ahead of time, isn't it? Before your this can get overdrawn. So if your money is gone, it's finished.
Maybe the overspending is not necessarily maybe you taking the money from the bank.
Yeah.
But maybe
your account is zero.
Yeah, your account is zero.
No, I can't remember.
Your account is zero. Maybe sometimes you took money from other people that after the salary you need to go and pay them because you've actually overspent. That is what I mean. Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think so. That maybe I over this and at that time. Nah, I don't think so. But then you definitely spend most of it. Yeah.
So basically, basically.
But then for you, was there a time that you spent all your this?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So because
no.
And also I think what was helping was that that the weekly money, you get the money weekly.
Yeah.
So depending on, let's say, where you work and all of that, and how the money comes in.
I think the time where like maybe my Friday money was getting finished early was when I bought my first car.
Okay. So for the fuel.
For the fuel, because before I bought the car, when the cash come, it's mostly the normal public transport and other. And those times too, we're not having those Ubers and Bolt and those things as it is currently. So it's either you pick dropping, or you pick dropping, or you join someone who has a car,
and the person takes you
on the same client.
Yeah.
So you join that person. So it's like
you
are getting money that you have actually not. You are getting a refund that you have actually not not pay for. But immediately I bought the car, I noticed that now the money
you have to
go to buying of the fuel and maintenance. So the money I was saving from a portion of the money I was saving from those refunds, I couldn't save them again.
Okay,
but
because
I did not. Yes. but I did not overspend on the expense because I was keen on the budgeting aspect because we are auditing clients that we are demanding certain things from them. So I make sure that the thing that we are demanding from them, I apply them to what? To
especially
myself.
like buying the fuel and roaming around. Yeah, it can take a lot of the money away.
In fact, the car, when I wasn't having the car, I don't really normally maybe like get time and say I'm going
do a
to
lot
certain
of movements.
Exactly, but immediately the car came.
Yeah, you go everywhere.
I always find I'm in a place to.
You go here, you go
exactly. And you have to buy. I'm in the fuel. So that actually it actually impacted my saving, the amount of money that I save every month. Yeah, even though I still save, but it actually reduces.
It goes to the fuel.
Exactly.
Especially when they change what do you call this? When there are increases in the fuel
prices and all that. So that's normally what affect. So, but were you also saving? During those period.
Little this and there is this and there. Then I leave it. What do you call it? In the savings account.
Okay, so it just sits in the savings account. No moving it from the savings account or maybe an investment.
Okay, back then there was not much this in unless
but those mutual, the treasury bill and the mutual funds and those things were all there.
Yeah, I done some of that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That by now you should be having a lot of money in your your saving because if you be saving from since 2009,
I've used this for chop.
You use it for chop. I see. So,
do you still have yours there?
Yeah, I still have mine.
You still have it?
Yes.
Okay, from that time.
Yes.
Like so, you keep rolling it.
I keep rolling it.
Oh, okay.
I keep rolling it. So because I want the interest to compound, so I keep rolling.
Oh, okay.
I keep rolling them cash. Were there a time that you carrying cash, you've lost it? Because if the money is in your bank account or if it's on your card, you can't lose it easily like that. But what were the risks associated with you always carrying the cash?
Okay, the main thing is the likelihood that you spend it is high. Yeah, because if you have it on you, the likelihood that you this is higher.
Okay, but you've not lost. You've not lost the money. Sum of cash.
No.
Now, so let's talk about your transition to the to the UK. So when you got to the UK, what was the biggest financial shock you experienced when you arrived in the UK?
The main issue, might be the ease with which you're able to get access to finance, whilst working, compared to Ghana. I think it's much more easier if you need money, some extra money to do stuff. And then also they want you to take it, they approach you, the advertisements bombarding you.
Wow, so the banks will approach you that they want to give you
if
money.
you want this and you can this and apply this and then once you are working and then they do the calculation based on what you are earning, because once your money comes in every time, they will know whether you can do the repayments or not. And
they are not scared that you won't
run away with the money.
Yeah, they won't
because the system is such that it's easy. They can easily track you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think they don't fear.
But okay. So but doesn't that want to have some negative effect? Because if everyone is coming to you that they want to give you, the money, you might keep accepting.
Yeah, that's the risk.
Ghana before you transition from Ghana to the UK.
Yeah.
As we were discussing earlier.
Yeah.
We use more of cash.
Yeah.
To do virtually everything.
Transactions. Yeah.
So how were you able to quickly transition from that kind of system to a cashless system where virtually everything that you buy is through either card or bank transfer and all that? You hardly go to the shops to go and use cash to pay for things.
Okay, because it made the system much more easier. So everything that you will need for that cashless transactions to occur smoothly, is in place. So all the shops, wherever you go that you need to do any transaction, they have everything is set up in such a way that you can make the cashless transaction.
But can you go to the can you go to the bank to withdraw money and go and use at the shop?
Oh yeah, you can if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do that, but then it's much more easier and it's convenient by doing the cashless distance, because even with the debit, with the normal debit cards that you have, you can still use it for the distance. Now they've even contactless what do you call it, technology?
Yeah, the card.
Yeah, so you don't even have to.
You swipe.
No, you just touch it.
Okay.
So now you just the POS is there. You just touch it and
you touch it with the card.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
So you don't have to enter the PIN.
You swipe it on the yes.
But then they've put a limit beyond which you have to enter the PIN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think
otherwise, if your this thing gets lost, somebody can just use it to make any crazy amount of.
I think I experienced that in our recent travel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when the amount is, I think above 50 euro.
Okay, then you have
the kind of that one, you have to put in the
PIN.
But when it's less than the 50 euro, you just swipe and then it.
So depending on the bank and depending on where you have, they have various limits and all of that. And I think in recent times they are trying to even revise it upwards to make it more in terms of the amount that you can do with their transaction amount that you require the PIN or otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, they are trying to increase the ceiling so that you can make a much more higher purchases without having to.
So since you've been in the UK, since you've been in the UK, I'm sure like you've moved from jobs, your pay has, so you mean gone up and all that. Have you moved to like maybe higher or
just
like
because
more,
you got
more
a little bit more money?
exactly?
No, so that you can keep more of the money.
Why didn't you like?
Then otherwise it defeats the purpose of the distance. So because when you just then that money, extra money that you could have used for something, then it also, how should I say it, disappears.
Yeah,
you don't
because
feel
that,
the impact.
Because that was the mistake that I made with my first car. That I was like, I was getting a lot of this the refund, the particular refund. So I was like, if I'm getting those, why won't I just,
instead of keeping the money?
Why won't I just buy a car? Because I have money to buy food. But I noticed that after buying the car,
it was taking
more of the money away. Than when I wasn't.
The gentleman that you're talking about. So that money that they got, and then they did a move. So now it's taking the money away. Yeah.
So that was what I was telling them. And in fact, some of them have moved back.
Okay, after that, and then,
and they started
getting that extra cash and saving
exactly, and they started saving.
So that's what I was saying, that if you don't make the conscious decision to change it, or somebody does not notify it or bring it to their attention, because it's habit, they've been doing it. They will still continue doing it without realizing that maybe if they change stuff, then they'll be able to save more.
Okay.
But then if they continue,
So let me add this. So if you were to, which I know you might not, but because you are always in Ghana, so I haven't seen you live in Ghana more than that. So if you were to move back to Ghana today, how will you manage your money differently?
It gets things that the important things.
So the important things,
make sure that like extras that are not really needed.
Because I noticed in all our conversations, like you are hammering on needed. Needed.
Yeah.
So if the thing is not needed,
don't buy it for buying sake. Let's say you have one track, you can use don't go and get 3 tracks just because you want to have a. Maybe
we are two. Maybe we are two in the house, and I have one car, but I want another person.
Then you get 2 tracks.
But those 2 tracks.
But that one will depend. If you have, let's say, money to be able to do that one is fine. If you have to be able to afford that, how do I say, maybe like the lifestyle, comfortably without going
extra
overboard.
Car will be bringing in additional costs.
But if you can comfortably handle it, then it's cool.
Without it affecting your.
But for those who do all those things and end up getting into debt, Yeah, that's where you draw the line. You don't do
Okay.
all those unnecessary things, and then now you cannot pay for it
Okay.
because you've gone for loans and extra money to be able to afford those and putting a lot of pressure on yourself. So when the repayments come, let's say typical example, the example that we spoke about earlier on, let's say so you have 1,000 and then you've gone to take things, let's say even equally
Yeah.
1,000. So that means that every time when your salary comes and they do all the deductions, then your this thing is empty,
It's empty.
zero.
I mean,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, that one is serious pressure. So you should not go to that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people do
Yeah.
some of these things to please. I mean,
Yeah, so that's where you have to draw the
addicts.
line in the sense where I
So-
say that if it is not needed, because if you are walking that tight move like rope, don't go and be getting extra things to make it more worse. You should be thinking about how to,
Okay. So
cut it back.
So I mean, during the conversation,
Yeah.
you were like, okay, now a lot of things are changing. Now banks are
Yeah.
incorporating certain, I mean, system in their app that like you can use
Monitor.
to track. Momo is there and all that. Do you think technology alone can fix financial indiscipline, or is our mindset more important?
Okay, the mindset is more important. The technology is more of like to assist you. It's like an aid, like to bring the thing to your attention. But then the decision is with you to make
it's
it.
with you to make it.
This thing will not force you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, if you are not able to even take pen and paper
Yeah.
to record, because
Yeah.
yes, the app you
You should
still
just
need
bring
to,
it to your attention.
and then
that,
you
okay,
put it in.
yeah, you spend this, you spend that, you spend this, you spend that. But then the decision is up to you to look at the things and then make that decision.
Because the app that I
Yeah.
use to record my expenses, most of the time, like I set it in a way that it send me a reminder that you haven't recorded anything today.
Yeah.
And I've made it a point that before I spend any money, before I pay,
Yeah.
I mean, some people, I think when it came, I was making payment to some people that
Yeah.
did some work for me.
Yeah, you
so
didn't pay me.
I record I record the transaction
Yeah.
before I pay them. But what I try to do mostly is I do consultancy for companies to improve their finances and all that.
Okay.
So I keep telling myself, why will I improve somebody's business? And then I cannot use the
apply
same
it
principle
yourself.
to myself. In our company, before we make payment to people, most of you record the transaction. Before, even if it's a check or transfer, you make the transfer and those things for approval. So before I do any expense, I record the expense before what? Before I give the money
To the person.
to the person, or before I transfer the money to what? I mean, to the person. So I always ensure that
You recording.
I record before the money what moves out. So all the time I have, I think sometimes I even sometimes no. So sometimes I'll be doing reconcile. Maybe I've missed just one transaction. And then I go and ask my wife. I say, I'm looking for this money.
But you can't
I'm
find
not, because
it.
it's the man. I said my bank account
You should
and
the
my bank account and my app application, the balances are not
imagine.
matching. And then I said, okay. I think maybe when you pay for this thing. But I was driving, I couldn't write.
Okay. And then you forgot to do it.
So quickly,
Then
all
you
right.
write
So every day I try to ensure that my bank balances, my Momo balances, I agree with what
you account for.
my accounts, I mean, setup.
Okay.
So that I'm always what on track. Yeah. So it's so the mindset is
that's the
more
main thing.
important.
Yeah.
That I mean, this is what I mean. I want to.
You are changing and you want to do it this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then so like, okay. So just to conclude, what does financial freedom mean to you now compared to where you live in?
Financial freedom.
Yeah, mean
Yes,
to you
we
now
have-
compared to when you live in Ghana. I'll tell you, I mean, research that was done recently by Old Mutual Ghana.
Okay.
I mean, about the saving habit of Ghanaians toward their, I mean, retirement. And it was surprising that more of the people
I don't say it was it.
are not saving toward their future. And the reason is that when they grow, their children will take care of them.
That's
or
why
the government will take care of them. And I find it very...
But were they contributing to, or they're talking about the Senate?
No.
They were not.
Just the government, will take care of them. Yeah, some of them were contributing to Senate.
So that's why they were saying that the government will take care of them.
Exactly. But I don't know when government pension has ever led to financial freedom for people or you depending on children. So
I think that bit has also an education gap there. So maybe people they have to be educated, and then maybe a scenario, to make them really understand the thing. Because as of now, maybe they don't really get it properly. That's why they are saying that maybe the government will take care of them, and maybe they are expecting that they will still have the same standard of this and that's when they were working, or that kind of thing. So until maybe somebody talks to them and educates them and try to have that mind shift, then they'll still remain in that trajectory that, my children will come and look after me, so they don't care. But they need somebody to explain to them and this, and then maybe they might start looking at things differently in a different light and say that, okay, even though maybe the children will come, let me also do these things and this and as backup, or so that maybe in that time you can even do more stuff. Because you also have that your money, and then your children are also sending you money. Then you can do more things.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of, let's say, relying on just the children to come and look after you. Then the question is, what if the children don't come and look after you? Then that means then they are finished.
Yeah. So in 1 minute, I want you to tell our viewers.
Yeah.
Most of them are salary workers and all that. And they want, in fact, this year, they want to save.
Okay.
They don't want to get to December and then 2027. They'll say that, January is longer and all those things.
Yeah.
But this year, they want to do something different from last year.
Yeah.
In 1 minute, can you tell our viewers what
they should do?
Oh,
okay. First of all, they should just make the decision that, they want to cut on the expenditure. Identify things that are important, the things they want to get, and just stick to it, hardcore. Anything that is not on the list, they should not give it a second thought.
Okay.
And then try and force themselves through it the first time. Then maybe the second time it might become much more easier. So that would be the advice. So they should just stick with it and then follow through. No distractions.
Okay. Viewers, you've heard my friend bankers. This year, if it is not on the list, don't give it a second thought. Do only what is on the list. What is needed, not what you want. And this year, you truly start experiencing the financial freedom that we are all craving for. Thank you for watching. I am iamBosoka, your host.